Peace and love, eternal love, a KOS. We here for self-mastery, to be a self-master. So in order to be a self-master, you need to know what is self. Where did you come from? This is the answer that will be answered, and that is the question that will be the quest. So we finna come in and raise up the ethers and walk with the true knowledge of KOS. All right, Sufa 3, who is self? The narrative. Al-Mu'id, the restorer, the one who reinstates and who brings back all. The third name of Allah, the infinite, the unique, the all-knowing. So where did you come from? Grand rising to the souls. Number 4, thus nothing is lost from the story of humanity. Nothing is lost from the story of humanity, including you being born, including where did you come from. None of it is lost from the story of humanity. The story of our beginnings. The story of your beginning of self. This was never lost. Never heard, though this story was never lost. The story of how you came to be a man or woman. How we all became to be men and women. From the soil of the earth and the light of the stars, this is how we became men and women. The story of divine influence and your relation to that story. This is what is self. This is where you come from. 9, even if false words and false claims be inserted about you, nothing may be erased. Nothing may be corrupted about yourself. Who, what is self? The self has not been told none of this information. The self has felt that it has been erased, that its history has been destroyed, and its history. But no. The story take that way. Nothing may be destroyed of you. Nothing may be destructed, corrupted of self. Self. What is self? Here we go. Once self is created in mind, in the dream of Allah, self cannot be uncreated. So what is self? A creation of Allah. Where does self come from? You came from the mind of Allah. And your proof of that is you can dream. All creatures that come from Allah can dream. And to this, Allah is the ultimate narrator. Your relation to Allah and all his creation, including yourself, is the ultimate narrative. If you heard any BS that says that you was cursed, that you have fallen, and that you as self must atone, these such narratives are an insult to your and our divine creator, as to claim that our or your divine creator of the universe would willingly make a self-error. These other stories speak on only a few having authority over self from some other deity outside, and all others, including yourself, is no more than animals. Have you heard any of these stories where this is not the divine influence and it's not the ultimate narrative of self? Nothing could be more than to speak as if of a higher class and self was born of a lesser class, instead of one. So be careful, because these people who made these false narratives seek to rule over you just as tyrants. Not just as tyrants, but also as gods of madness, taking you away from self, having you no knowledge of self, and you have no understanding of what is self and where is self from. Verily, you are one. You are self. You are of one father. You are of one mother. You are of all. Self is all mind of Allah. O you who believe, listen to this truth of your heart, and let your heart guide as to the self narrative. Let not those who wish to control self by fear spread the false self on the Creator.